I call this meeting to order. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of
America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for tuning into tonight's meeting. We value our residents and community members, and we want to make sure that anyone who wants to participate and provide input can do so. This meeting is available via the city's website by clicking on the video link under upcoming meetings on the homepage at cityofcarver.com, or you can join remotely via Zoom conferencing services and provide input. Information related to the Zoom conferencing services can be found on the city's website or attached to the agenda for this meeting. The purpose for tonight's special meeting, as noticed, is the canvassing of returns from the November 3rd, 2020 general election. We ask that anyone wishing to address the council wait to be recognized by the mayor, be respectful, wait for your turn to speak, and don't speak over one another. Individuals will still need to provide their names and addresses for the record. All right, Mr. Merrick, can you do a roll call attendance, please?
Sure. Councilmember Henry, Councilmember Mock, Councilmember Sayre,
Here.
Councilmember McKnight,
Present.
Mayor Johnson.
Present. All right. The item on the agenda for tonight is the canvassing of the returns. Ms. Sonzaiden, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Mayor and Council. The purpose, as you mentioned, for our special meeting tonight is to canvass the results from the general election, which was held on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. The City Council serves as a canvassing board for our city elections. The Council must meet to canvass the returns and declare the results within 3 to 10 days after the general election. If you calculate that out, today is the 10th day, the 10th and last day that we can do that. The twist this year had to do with the accepting of the absentee ballots. If you were watching the news, the 11th hour court ruling made a little bit of a change in regard to absentee ballots, that they could be accepted until November 10th, as long as they were postmarked by the election day. That caused confusion, and people were trying to interpret what it meant, what it didn't mean. The bottom line is the absentee ballots that were received, as I just mentioned, were actually calculated in the numbers we're going to see tonight. I won't bore you with all of the other people. If you have further questions, you can let me know. But it's just important to note that everything that was received by the 10th, that was postmarked election day, is included in our numbers that you will be looking at this evening. I'm going to try to share my screen here. I apologize here. I thought I had this all ready to go.
You're fine.
Screen. Is everybody able to see my PowerPoint there?
Yep.
Need it now. Thank you.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared.
You're fine.
So that's what I mentioned so far, and the action that will be asked of you this evening is to actually, by motion, approve the resolution, adopt the resolution that will accept the votes. So just a couple of fun facts that I'd like to go over before we do that. In the city of Carver, after the general election, we now have a total of 3,480 registered voters. The total ballots that we accepted during the general election were 3,143. 1,601 of those actually came to our precinct on that day and voted here at Village Hall. 1,542 were the absentee ballots that the Carver County group accepted. And that calculates out to be about a 90% voter turnout, which historically rings true with what the city of Carver and Carver County overall tends to have a very high voter turnout. So in the midst of a pandemic, we still had a huge voter turnout. That being said, the item that we are looking at for this evening is adopting this resolution, 14620. And the part for the city that we're really looking at, the votes there for Joy McKnight were 1,578, and Christy Mock 2,110, and we had 50 write-in votes. And I know that the resolution there that I have on the screen may be a little difficult to see, so I'll see if I can make this a little bit larger here. Can everybody see this okay?
Yep.
So basically, it's just highlighting the items that I talked about. It's the general election was held. The results were duly examined by our election judges. They were filed with Carver County. They confirmed everything back to us, reported the numbers late last night. We put them in the resolution here. And as part of that, we will also be declaring the following candidates for the office of City Council, elected at the November 3rd, 2020 regular city election for the respective terms are as follows. For council for your term, Joy McKnight, and for council for your term, Christy Mock. I would just open up to see if you have any questions before we would take a look at adopting the resolution.
Any questions?
No.
All right.
No.
With that, I would entertain a motion. Or I'll make okay.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 146-20.
Okay.
Canvassing of the returns. That's what we're calling it.
Yes.
I'll second that.
All right. We have a motion by Councilmember McKnight and a second by Councilmember Sayre. Any further discussion? I think I would just like to say that this was a lot of work this year, and this was extenuating and exceptional circumstances. And again, thank you to Vicki, certainly all of the work that you did, all of the work that Brenda Good did, and all of our election judges. You guys all went above and beyond preparing and making sure that we really had a flawless election day on November 3rd. So thank you.
Thank you. We had a great group of election judges, so we're very thrilled to have some new people involved, and they did a wonderful job.
Awesome. Any other further discussion?
No, I just want to echo the thanks, and thanks for the data up front. That was really good to see. Thank you, Vicki. So, good.
All right. With that, Mr. Merritt, can you do a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Sayre,
Aye.
Councilmember McKnight,
Aye.
Mayor Johnson.
Aye. All right, motion passes 3-0. Congratulations to Christy and Joy. Very excited to have you guys on board for another 4-year term. With that, I think that we are done for this evening. Can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Councilmember McKnight and a second by Councilmember Sayre. Any further discussion? Mr. Mayor, can you do a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Sayre,
Aye.
Councilmember McKnight,
Aye.
Mayor Johnson.
Aye. All right, motion passes 3-0. Thank you all. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.